Okay, so hello beautiful business-minded people, no? So anak, no, may mga tanong ako uli, no, just like every Tuesday. Ito ba ang dialogue natin? Sinasabi ba natin na life partner ko yan, dapat siyang tumutulong sa akin? Bakit parang mas lalo pang gumulo? O kaya sinasabi nyo ba na mag-partner kami sa negosyo pero hindi kami magkasundo? Kung sino ang dapat na gumawa ng pinagtatalunan namin? Or probably some of you are saying, mahal ko siya pero sa negosyo, naku, parang ayoko na siyang makasama. So, how often have we found ourselves in the same situation? Tiningnan ba natin ang mga successful couplepreneurs at naisip na swerte lang sila pero hindi natin alam na may sistema pala sila kung paano nila hinahati ang trabaho nila? But what if I told you that the secret to a thriving business partnership is not just about love? It's about knowing who does what, playing to each other's strengths, and turning your life partner into your best teammate. Kaya today, anak, we will discover making your business partner your best friend, how to divide tasks and win together with a very special couple who transformed yung kanilang struggles into success. Yan, no? Dahil meron tayong mga first-time viewers, so please allow me to introduce myself. Alright? Ako po ay si Mami Negosyo or Mami N for short. Ito pala. No, I've been a business owner for more than 40 years na, no? Naging franchisee kami ng Chowking for 18 years, STI College licensee for 28 years, plus other businesses. Ngayon, I'm just focused on being a mentor na tumutulong sa mga entrepreneurs na tulad ninyo na to grow easier and faster. So, marami po tayong free resources. So, if you're interested, download our starter kit sa maminegosyo.com. Yan po ang ating website, no? maminegosyo.com. Yan, yung ipapapost ko yung mga links sa comments at saka sa chat. Yan, okay. Excited na excited ako, no? Halata ba, no? Dahil today, very special ang guests natin. Dahil they represent, no? Silang dalawa, they represent many of you. Couplepreneurs na nag-umpisa with big dreams, tapos nagkaroon ng early challenges, pero finally na-discover nila ang sekreto to working together as a winning team. Okay? Alam mo anak, for many years now, I've had many coaching clients. Kaya lang, to protect their privacy, hindi ko naman pwedeng i-mention yung kanilang tunay na pangalan, hindi ko pwedeng i-mention yung kanilang mga business names o kung anumang negosyo sila. Kaya gumagamit lang ako ng mga pseudonym or mga nickname na ibang-iba, no? Para hindi mahalata na sila ay aking coaching client unless mag-a-agree sila. Kaya I was super happy that etong couple na to, nag-agree sila not only be mentioned, okay, but also to be interviewed sa ating show today. Nag-agree sila na ikwento sa atin kung paano sila nagkaroon ng synergy as a couple to be able to stay in the business and still have a loving relationship together, no? From their old location, last year yata yun, meron silang old location na earlier this year na muntik nang masunog hanggang nagbukas sila ng kanilang Robinsons Mall outlet sa Dumaguete, ang kanilang new location noon. At ngayon, meron na silang mas malaking location. And I've been so happy to be a part of their journey. No? Napaka-exciting rin para sa akin at sa husband ko na to have met them personally sa kanilang bagong tindahan nung bumisita kami sa Dumaguete earlier this year. So it is with much excitement that I would like to introduce to you ang mga anak ko sa Dumaguete at ang aking apo, yung anak nila na si Percy na nasa picture pero tulog pa ngayon. So anak, let's welcome my inspiring clients, the dynamic duo behind the Bazinga Dumaguete brand, no? Si Rick Rage Saicon and si Ferds Aranyas. Yay! Andiyan na sila, Rick and Ferds. Welcome.
Hello po, Mami Ann. Hello, everyone.
Hello! So, bago tayo mag-dive sa topic natin today, no? Magpapakwento ako, no? Can you share with our viewers a bit about yourselves and about Bazinga? Yan. Take it away.
Okay, so hello guys. So hi, I am Rick Saicon and I am the man behind for the recipes of Bazinga. I am not a chef, but I like to watch videos of food and replicate it and then adjust to my liking. While si Fertz naman,
Yeah, so hello po, I'm Fertz, and I'm the woman responsible for our social media presence, our desserts, and most of the paperwork for Bazinga. And then for everyone, you might be wondering what Bazinga means. So parang ang layo lang niya from food, right? So Bazinga is a catchphrase. It's an expression that means celebrating small wins. So si Rick, my professor kasi siya.
because I have a professor before na laging sinasabi, Bazinga, Bazinga. So I researched the meaning of Bazinga and it says celebrating small wins, which is really bagay sa sa food business because you eat even when you're sad, when you're happy, when you're celebrating anything. So yun.
Yeah, and then for context also, Bazinga is the catchphrase of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. But we are not fans of The Big Bang Theory actually. It's really just inspired from his professor. So, yun po.
Yeah, and I sort of remember na si Rick is an engineer, di ba?
Yes po. I'm a mechanical engineer.
Yeah,
While
and
it's is
I'm a medical technologist by profession po.
Yan, nakita nyo yan ha. Engineer, tapos medical technologies, pumasok sila sa food business because that is their calling. Kasi mahilig sila, no? Mahilig mag-imbento ng pagkain si Rick at eto ring si Fertz. Nako, mamaya ikukwento natin kung ano yun naman yung kanyang specialization. Yan. So, thank you for sharing that, no? This is so exciting. Let's dive in. Yan. So, the way this will go is interview lang ito, no? Wala na kayong ipipresent, wala kayong anything. Just kwentuhan lang tayo. I will be asking questions. Pero, ang audience natin, kung minsan may mga questions sila. Okay, so babalikan natin lahat ng questions dito mamaya. Alright, so Rick and Fertz, let's talk about your journey, no? So, paano nyo naumpisahan ang Bazinga together? Anong naging problema nyo? No? Lahat naman ng business pag nag-uumpisa, hindi ba maraming challenges? So, ano-ano yon? Kasi gusto kong ma-inspire ninyo. Baka akala nila okay na nung nag-umpisa kayo. No? I'm sure hindi. At I'm sure din na pag meron kayong pinagdaanan na challenge, marami rin kayong mga lessons na natutunan, di ba? So, can you share your journey with us and the lessons that you the challenges and the lessons that you have learned along the way?
So yes, first I started the Bazinga as a parang shake stand. It's around 4 square meters lang yung area. Tapos it was a failure, not because hindi siya masarap. It was a failure because I don't have the experience. I don't know, parang hindi ko siya kinosting ng tama. Target market ko lahat ng tao, which is, sabi ni Mami N, hindi talaga siya pwedeng lahat ng tao. And then, it lacks something else. So, I'm not really good at editing photos, editing videos, and then pangit ng logo ko. Pangit na ako lang gumawa. So, that business or the Bazinga nung una namin is just failed in less than 2 months.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, hindi ako nawala ng paraan. Ay, nawala ng pag-asa. I stopped the shake stand and then nag-seek ako ng help ni Fertz because I discovered na magaling siya sa social media and then sa editing. So, nag-reinvent kami. And during that time, we were both working. Siya as a medtech and I as a parang online freelancer, Facebook ads. Then, yung ko kasi schedule is graveyard. That time, it was pandemic. Pero paalis na ng pandemic.
2022.
So, nagugutom kami pag madaling araw. And then, the only available is yung mga big brands. And as we grow older kasi, masarap naman yung big brands, but we are looking for something. So we reinvented something, spicy burgers, Nashville and Korean flavors, and then nag-seek ako ng help kay Fertz, gumawa ng Facebook page, and then yun, na-launch namin yung business that opens 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. At yung target namin is yung mga freelancers, BPO employees, mga night owls.
And then, yun po, when we started, ang dami po talagang challenges. Yung first challenge po is yun po talagang walang clear na target market when Rick started Bazinga as the shake stand. And then, when we started Bazinga as the brand it is now, doon na po, mas marami po kaming naging problema. So, for context also, Bazinga, when we started Bazinga, meron po kaming own delivery. So, since pandemic nga po, so yung mga tao hindi pa pwedeng lumabas hindi pwedeng lumabas always. So, yun po yung na-think namin. Delivery na lang po. So, we prepare the food in our apartment. We cook there and then tapos deliver po namin yung food. So, yung pinaka-challenge namin nun is sa delivery, when it comes to delivery, hindi namin masyadong familiar yung location. So, of course, merong delays, ganon. So, meron kaming matatanggap na mga reklamo. But we took that to heart and then, make it as a lesson to become better also. And then, there was this time, ikwento ko na lang po mamaya, and there was this time when Rick was out of town. So, we really started as a 5-man team, including us. So, there were 3 employees. So that time Rick was out of town. So I'm always in charge with taking orders, the cashier, etc. While the three, they cook the food, they prepare, also deliver. So yung time na yun, hindi namin siya in-expect kasi ang dami-dami ng orders namin, so maraming pending, ganon. Tapos si Rick, siya lang yung parang
Answer ng
messages sa iba. Pero hindi niya alam kung ano talaga yung nangyayari sa amin. So we were very busy. I started helping with the cooking. Nag-deliver na ako. Tapos naabot sa point na isa na lang yung nagre-prepare ng food. Tapos kaming 3 nagde-deliver iba-ibang location. Etong si Rick, hindi niya alam kung ano na nangyayari sa amin. So he took all the orders coming from our Facebook page. And then when we came back, ayun na, ang dami ng orders, ganun. So may na-take siyang order na nag-ultimatum.
Malaki yung order. Parang at first kasi malaki na yung 2K.
Yes.
So, nagbigay siya ng ultimatum na kasi 2 hours na yung delay ng order. Tapos 3 a.m. yung closing. Sabi niya, if by 4 a.m. hindi pa dumating yung order, we will cancel. And we understood. So ako, nawalan ako ng pag-asa. Sige na lang, lugi na naman. So sabi ko ganon. But luckily, buzzer beater yung delivery namin. Umabot siya 3:59 a.m. And the good thing was, yung customer na yon is until now still ordering from
us.
Yeah.
So, yun po. One of the lessons there is communication talaga. Yung wrong naman namin sa part namin is hindi namin na-communicate kaagad kay Rick na ang busy na pala namin. Kasi nga, parang nawala na sa mind namin baka natulog na si Rick tapos kami na lang yung nag-handle sa business, ganon. Pero yun nga, communication talaga is the key also to being successful in the business. Ganon po. Tapos, yun, marami talaga, Mami Ann.
Maraming challenges, no? Pero konti lang yung time natin na magkwento ka pero ang dami mo nang nai-express. And I can also feel it from your body language, from your tone of voice. Dami ninyong pinagdaanan to the point na nangyari ito sa inyo ngayon. Where the success that you are experiencing. Imagine, 3 years ago lang sila nag-umpisa and 3 na yung tindahan nila. Ngayon. Tama ba? 3. Yan. 3 yung naging tindahan. Although you closed one, I think you're opening another one, right? Yes. So, ganon, no? Walang negosyo na nag-uumpisa na perfect. Talagang, yung una, pag-aaralan mo talaga, sino ba talaga, ano ba yung ino-order nila, kahit na ang dami-dami mong menu, hindi lahat na yung papatok. Some will click, some will not. And then, kung minsan, dun sa nagkiklik na uubusan ka ng ingredient na magugulat ka, bakit kaya nag-click ito, no? But just know, anak, na may mga challenges, pero ang challenges naman ay hindi naman siya negative. Maganda yon dahil sabi nga ni Fertz, no, they learned a lot of lessons along the way. Tama?
Yes po.
Yan. Okay, great. So fast forward to the time na nag-usap tayo, no? So at some point you realize you could not do it all alone. Although magkasama na kayong dalawa sa negosyo, nagtutulungan na kayo, pero you decided to get in touch with me. Sino ba ang nag-decide na mag-message kay Mami N? Was it you Fertz or was it you Rick? Alam ko si Rick ang kakausap ko.
So actually ako, Mami N, kasi ako talaga risk taker, super risk taker. So so kahit kung gusto ko, gagawin ko ng paraan. So, nag-message ako and then luckily you replied. So, yun.
Yun nga po, Ma'am. Yung first call po namin, nasa car pa nga tayo nun, Ma'am. Kasi nga, may ibang business kaming inopen, ganon. So, si Rick po talaga yung, nag-message po talaga sa inyo. But we're really avid fans of you kasi palaging lumalabas yung, nyo,
Videos.
tapos, grabe po yung, parang nahihit talaga kami, kami mani, parang, ganun ba, kami to, parang, gusto namin din mag-grow kasi we really felt stuck in one place. And then we didn't know how to grow. We didn't know what steps we should take next. So, ganun po.
So business was already doing well, no? Pero you still wanted to grow, and that was why you tried to get in touch with me. So what were you hoping to get when you chose to work with me?
At first po, we didn't really have any clarity talaga as to what we were doing, were we doing the right things? Is this wrong? Is this correct? Parang ganun. So, when we talked to you po, you assessed the business. You told us honestly where our pain points were. You really, parang inopen niyo po yung mind namin to how far from the reality we really wanted to achieve pa pala. Ganon po.
So we thought na parang we were doing good, but we don't know what to do next. Parang we lack experience. We don't have someone to talk to seek advice. So when we message you, so you help us yung sa clarity, and it turned out na we got more than what we asked for.
So, thank you very much for that, no? So, after na nag-umpisa na yung ating coaching sessions, what made things different for you?
Yun po, in all honesty, we didn't have a clear system talaga. So you brought us to this very systemized, parang table of contents po. Tapos everything was there, what we needed to do, what we needed to discuss. So it was very clear that we had to really change and improve our current systems because we didn't really have a good one or a strong one. And that's when you really helped us strengthen those systems and even change the way we thought, our mindset, ganon. And you also taught us a lot po that we are now applying to our business that is really helping us grow, that we can really see it in our growth po for now.
So, thank you very much, no? Okay, I'll go now to my next question. Nung nag-umpisa kayo, sabi ni Rick, siya yung mag-isa, no? Tapos na-realize niya na you needed to ask help from Fertz, di ba? So, paano niyong na-discover ano yung strength ng bawat isa sa inyo? Other than marunong magluto si Rick, tapos ikaw naman, Fertz, ikaw naman ay marunong sa social media, although marunong din si Rick sa Facebook ad. Other than that, no?
So, yung sa akin talaga, I love experimenting food. But I'm not really, wala akong Instagram. Hindi ako magaling. Yung sa Facebook ko, walang ka-post. So, si Fertz, ang daming post. Like, every hour may post. So, nakita namin yung discrepancy ng namin, yung difference. So, kung yun yung strength ko talaga, yung sa experimenting food. And then, si Fertz naman, sa social media, like, marunong siya mag-caption, mag-take ng photos. Ako, I don't know how to take photos. And then si Fertz, magaling siya doon. And then,
I also love interacting with people po. Si Rick naman, okay naman siya, pero parang selective po siya sa people. Ako yung parang outgoing talaga, so I entertain people whenever they come to the apartment, to eat the food. Yun po, I make friends, ganon. So yun po yung strength ko. I'm more outgoing or like extrovert compared to Rick. Medyo
may pagka-introvert.
ambivert siya, depende. So yun po. Isa po yun sa, isa rin yun po sa naging key for us to become successful na kaming dalawa. Nag-merge.
Yeah, because opposites attract, di ba? So, opposites attract, kung pareho kayo, di magre-repel kayo. Kaya nga kayo naging strong as a team, no? Dahil ang strength mo ay weakness niya and vice versa, no? So, kaya nga sinasabi ko, yung parang pag kayo ay tulong-tulong, napaka-strong ng inyong teamwork, di ba? Mahirap kayong i-tumble down. Pero if you work kanya-kanya, mag-isa ka lang or mag-isa lang siya, medyo mahirap. Kaya that is, I guess, what makes it what makes it easier for you to succeed, no? So together you are strong. Kaya it's the teamwork that makes your dream work. Okay. So ang aking next question ay ito. No, maraming mga couplepreneurs na nag-struggle sila. Hindi nila alam kung ano yung dapat gawin ng isa at ano yung dapat gawin ng isa. Kasi kung minsan, di ba, yung mga employees, pinagpipingpong tayo. Alam nilang hindi ma-approve ni sir, ibibigay kay ma'am. Tapos kung hindi a-approve ni ma'am, ibibigay kay sir. Tapos you end up fighting. So, paano ninyong na-resolve yan? No? Can you share how you divide your tasks sa Bazinga?
Okay po. So, Rick po, siya po yung in charge talaga sa kitchen and back of house. While ako naman po, ako yung sa front of house, sa cashier, ganun po. And of course, ako yung back end sa mga admin tasks, ganun. Then si Rick po yung operations po talaga sa business. So, again, he is really good in experimenting with the food, new offerings sa menu, and he is also very good in doing ads. So, our business, when we started, we really run ads, and yun po yung isa sa difference na na-make namin when we started again for the business. And then, ako naman po, I am more on talaga sa digital arts, as yung mga social media editing, and yun, talkative po talaga ako. So when it comes to when I'm the cashier, yun po, gusto ko po talagang ma-replicate sana ng mga staff namin yung kung paano namin ini-interact yung mga customers, ganun po.
And siguro po acceptance na kung ano yung strength mo, yun lang talaga yung strength mo. Huwag mong pilitin yung weakness mo. So, I accepted the fact na si Fertz talaga yung magaling sa mga editing, sa front. So, yun. And accept din niya na hindi siya nagluluto talaga. And ako yung nagluluto. So, yun. We divided the task equally na, ikaw na dyan. Wala akong ako na yung taga-tikim.
Yeah, so set aside your pride lang po talaga. Kasi, sometimes yung nag-start si Rick, parang hindi ko kailangan ng help ng iba, kaya ko lang to, ako mag-isa, ganun po. So, when he let down his walls, yun po, everything runs smoothly. Kasi nga po, we have to accept what he said. We have to accept na we're not good at everything. Kasi nga, parang magiging disaster na lang po if like, lahat inaako mo, diba? So, yun po. You have to divide your tasks and then based on your strengths po.
So, who handles the money and who handles yung ordering or suppliers?
Si Rick po yung sa suppliers, sa money, but when it comes to saving, ako na po yun.
Okay, meron kayong kanya-kanyang role kahit na dalawa kayong nag-handle ng money, no?
Yes po.
So Rick, hindi ka ba na insecure? Kasi alam ko, no, tayong mga Pilipino, macho culture eh. Kailangan yung lalaki ang leader, yung lalaki ang masusunod. So under desire ka ba? Hindi ka ba natatanong na ganyan? Or hindi mo ba na-feel na, ay nako, yung aking male ego ay nate-threaten?
Actually, hindi naman. Kasi if si Fertz naman magde-design, ako talaga yung last say pa rin. Kung gusto ko ba or hindi. So, ako yung taga-correct kasi medyo ako eh. So, I came from an engineering background. So, kahit yung sa mga konting hindi alignment yung mga letters, yung sa photos, ako talaga yung nagko-correct sa kanya. So, it works both ways. So, chine-check niya ako, chine-check ko din siya. So, walang ego yung natatapakan.
So, yun nga, kung mag-experiment siya, palaging ako yung tumitikim muna before anyone else. Tapos kung ako yung magsasabi, okay, parang medyo maasim lang or ganito, ina-adjust niya. Tapos we end up in a conclusion or we end up in a mutual decision po nga, okay, eto na talaga ang ipapalabas natin na food, eto na yung timpla, ganun. And at the same time, when it comes to the designs and pastries as well, siya rin yung pinapatikim ko, siya rin yung parang last check and approval before pa lang namin ipalabas yung mga creatives, ganun.
Yeah. So talagang divided talaga yung mga work, no? Pero merong mutual respect. Yun yung nakikita ko. Okay, so etong next question. Can you share a time noong nagkaroon kayo ng disagreement sa isang business decision? paano kung nagkakaroon kayo ng arguments, no? Paano yung naiibsan yan without hurting your relationship or your business? Nagsa-silent treatment ba kayo? Yan.
Hindi naman po. Sige.
So, there was a time na it was adding a location. So, yung location na yun, ang daming tao, ang daming may banda, may ganon. So, as a risk taker talaga, kahit mali na yung risk, I opted. So, si first ayaw niya talaga dun sa location na yun. But I still continued to open the store. And then, eventually, I realized na tama siya. So, we closed the store. Kasi nga, it was more on may inuman, may ganon. So, hindi siya bagay sa namin, sa Bazinga. So yun, parang talaga, market research talaga, location research. So yun, and right now, we everything we discuss the pros and cons, and if it outweighs the cons, then pwede kaming mag-go. But if it outweighs the pros, then hindi namin ko-continue. So right now we are discussing things professionally na. Unlike before na parang may silent treatment, ganon. Kasi minsan may nagagalit sa amin. But right now, after nung nag-seek kami ng help ni Mami N, may lumawak na yung namin, yung thinking, tapos medyo na-accept na namin na hindi na tama yung old ways namin.
So, yun nga po, yung isa sa naging learning namin from that location po is you really have to know your market. So, put the right offer in front of the right market talaga siya. Kasi nga po, yung from the start pa lang, si Bazinga as a shake stand, X na po talaga kami doon sa market. So, yun po, isa po yun sa mga naging realizations po namin. And also, when Rick and I decide, we really do a sit down, parang ganun. Kung serious na talaga yung talk when it comes to business, we do a sit down. Habang oras po yung ginugugol po namin for that. We talk one-on-one. Again, we have this journal po. We list the pros and cons, tapos yung mga possible outcomes, ganon. So, doon po namin ina-outweigh kung ano po yung next business decision namin. So, we've been doing that for years na rin, no? So, that's how we deal with the problems with the business po. So, and again, yun po, in the end, we still have the mutual decision on what to do next. So, yun po.
Oo. So, talagang importante yung nagkakaroon kayo ng business talk, iba naman yung talk ng mag-asawa. Di ba? Yung family talk at saka or relationship talk and business talk, no? Like sometimes when we were younger, my husband and I would go really to another place, no? Let's say pupunta kami sa coffee shop para lang mag-brainstorming, no? Kasi business talk 'yun eh. Kasi yun kailangan naming a different environment at hindi sa loob ng bahay. That is what we do. So, kayo, kung ano yung mga magandang pero magandang practice, no? Pero I would like those who are watching us now to realize that you need to separate business talk with personal or family or relationship talk. Okay?
Yeah.
So, we're talking about dividing tasks, no? And working with your business partner so that you will be able to grow your business. So, alam ko na marami tayong pinag-usapan na tungkol sa hiring the right team, no? Yung mga taong talagang mag-fit sa negosyo ninyo, people who share your vision and to help you grow. Okay? Kaya, actually, dahil sa natutunan ko sa inyo, I want to share this with you na because I've been working with Fertz and Rick for many months now, I created the Hiring Compass Workshop. Kung ano yung ginawa namin, ginawa ko siyang workshop para mas maraming mag-benefit. It's a step-by-step system to help you hire the right person from day one. So, for those who are interested, no, it's gonna happen December 5 and 6 at pwede pa, you can still join us. And today actually is the last day para if you're interested, para you can register dahil meron tong pre-work eh. So, if you are interested, you can comment the letter H so that we will send you the DM for the link. All right. So, let's continue na. So, Fertz. Si Fertz po, ang sarap ng kanyang tiramisu. Sabi ko, nag-eksperimento si Rick dahil kanya yung mga ulam, pero pag dessert, kay Fertz yun. Kanya-kanya din sila. no?
Yes
Yeah.
po.
So first, I know you're amazing sa social media at saka digital arts, no? At nakita ko naman yung trabaho mo. Kaya lang, ang daming mga business owners dito na nag-struggle sa pag-create ng content na para maka-invite sa kanilang or maengganyo yung mga tao na mag-visit sa kanilang store. So can you share with us some of your simple secrets, no? So paano mo bang, how do you turn Bazinga's food into content that makes people say, I want to go there now? By the way, yung tiramisu niya, mga dessert niya, hindi po available sa delivery. You have to go to Bazinga to get a taste of yung kanilang mga dessert na spectacular. Yan.
Thank you po, Mami Ann.
Take it away.
Yun po, the answer is just simple, Mami Ann. You have to show your audience or your market. What you see is what you get. It's really that simple po. So, when we started Bazinga, just a little backtrack po. When we started Bazinga, we were posting photos na highly edited po. Yung talagang iba-iba yung background, gano'n. Tapos yung pictures, parang highly edited. Parang, hindi naman ako pro, ma'am yan, pero parang professionally edited, gano'n. Yun po yung mga posts namin before. And then, when Rick used it with his ads, the results did not turn out the way we wanted it. So, yun, we re-strategized. We started posting photos that we took raw from our phones, posted it on our social media, and Rick also used those photos for the ads. And that was the time when we realized na ang tao talaga, they're getting smarter. It's like, what you see is what you get in the photo ba? Parang hindi naman namin gustong parang ipalabas na expectation versus reality. Yun po yung parang, kung ano po yung nakikita niyo sa social media, yun rin po yung makukuha niyo when you come and eat here sa Bazinga. Ganun po yung mindset namin. So, just I wanted to share, may isang photo po talaga, Mami, and I was just holding a burger like this. Tapos yung background, Bazinga lang. Tapos ganito po yung angle. Tapos until now, sa ads, nag-work pa rin po siya. Right?
2 years plus.
Yes, 2 years plus na. Yun pa rin po yung ads na nag-work. So, yun po. As simple as that. It's just, we have to be genuine to our customers po talaga if we want to send a message na come eat here sa Bazinga. And also, it's really, you have to have good photos also. That's also one of the biggest factors. You have to have good photos for your posts. And aside from that, you have to connect with your audience. So, yun po. When you do captions, you have to really connect with your audience. For example, over the years, our target market has changed. So from BPO workers only and night owls, it has changed to students and young professionals. So ako naman po, I take note of kailan ang sweldo, kailan yung midterm exams, kailan yung mga ganun, yung mga special events. So for the posting naman, dapat catered siya to those events or to those people. So, parang tinatarget mo yung pain points nila para makarelate sila sa post ninyo. For example po, student ako, tapos it's a Wednesday, tapos nabagsak ako sa exam, parang ganon. So, my post would be, hey, are you having a bad day? Come and lighten up your mood with your Bazinga favorites, parang ganon po. So, you have to really connect with your audience to gain more trust. Ganon po.
Yan, no? So, yun yung kanyang tip, no? Connect with your audience. Alamin mo kung anong pinagdadaanan ng audience. Kung exam week na nai-stress sila, alam mo. So that is what you express sa iyong content, di ba?
Payday rin po.
Pag payday celebration, kailangan you can communicate that also with your content. All right? And of course, kahit na alam mo kung ano yung kanilang pinagdadaanan, at the same time, hindi pwedeng masyadong retokado, no? So, genuine, the letter G, be genuine. Kung ano yung papakita mo. Alam mo, may mga tao na, even when we were with Chowking before, kung ano yung itsura ng nandoon sa plato, yung nasa picture, yun ang ini-expect ng tao, di ba? Halimbawa, meron kang restaurant, tapos nagpakita ka ng chop suey, 5 yung shrimp. Tapos pag-serve mo, 2 lang yung shrimp. Aawayin ka niyan, 'di ba? Kasi parang misleading eh. kailangan kung ano yung nasa picture, yun din. Pero of course, it has to be done well. Maayos ang lighting, maayos yung angle, no? That is where talent plays a big role, 'di ba? Yung if you have an eye for kahit na ordinaryong cellphone lang pero kung meron kang eye for the right angle, the right itsura, the right lighting, then you will be able to produce photos that will be kaakit-akit. Yan, no? So, okay. Ang galing. So, if you want to improve your social media, no, that is what you do, no? Talk to, connect to the person that you are connecting with, that you are selling to. Okay, so next question. So, tanungin natin si Rick. Kasi si Rick ang media buyer. Siya yung magaling sa Facebook ads. As a media buyer, how did creating ads help your business? May mga tips ka ba para sa mga business owners na tulad namin when it comes to ads?
So, doing paid ads or doing the Facebook ads, it really made an impact especially sa pag-restart namin kay Bazinga. So our location, yung pag-restart namin, medyo malayo sa center. So we heavily relied on social media and ads to get customers. So yun yung parang ko is, if you are new and you don't have the resources, a lot of resources, you cannot afford the traditional na mga commercial, go for ads. Mura, and then you can reach a lot of people. And then most of the people right now, nasa Facebook. So, yun, it is parang anong tawag dyan? May head start ka kasi you are parang reaching a lot of people. Even if wala kang kakilala dyan sa lugar na yan. But if you have ads, you can target a lot of people. And it really made a lot of wonders sa Bazinga.
Yeah. No, if you bit to Dumaguete, yung kanilang place, yung where Bazinga is, walang masyadong passers-by. Walang mga foot traffic. Konti lang ang foot traffic, pero maraming mga sasakyan na dumadaan. And talagang sinasadya sila. When we went there, the place was really full in the afternoon. After lunch na kami nakapunta. So, it was very exciting kasi nga ang dami, ang ganda ng lugar at saka ang sarap ng food. Yun. No, but people will not know na masarap ang food if you do not advertise. Kaya Facebook ads are really blessing talaga yan para sa ating small business owners. Kasi dati pag nag-rely ka sa radio, pag nag-rely ka sa TV, lalo na sa TV, isang ganun lang, no? Tens of thousands na tapos hindi ka pa sure kung mapapansin ka, right? So yun, no?
And then together with ads kami consistent posting talaga. Para talaga, alam nila na legit yung business mo and then legit yung page mo. So, I think yun. Kasi minsan may nag-run ng ads and walang post.
So then when they click the page, tapos walang laman yung page nyo, parang sketchy, di ba? Kung ikaw yung customer. So you also have to put yourself in the customer's shoes. So what would I do if I were to see this ad, if I were to see this in my social media account or in Facebook or Instagram, what would be my reaction? So parang ganun, parang kinikater mo rin yung, okay, if I was this person seeing this ad, I would really go to Bazinga kasi parang ang ganda ng caption, ang ganda ng place, ang ganda ng photos, parang ganun po. Cater pa rin po natin sa social media kasi ngayon po lahat nasa social media na po
Oo, so hindi naman pwedeng ads lang lahat tapos walang laman ng social media, no? So hindi naman pwedeng social media lahat kasi hindi ka naman makikita kung walang ads. Kaya the two are really parang dependent on each other. Kaya talagang tama-tama, no? Couplepreneurs talagang working together. That is the best way for your business to grow. So, finally, ang kailangan ko ngayon is ano yung best advice ninyo, no? Bago nyo ibigay yung best advice, sabi ni Tony, if this is Tone or Tony Hupa, big fan daw siya ng Bazinga and also a close friend of Rick. O baka naman close friend ka lang ni Rick. So daw niyang humingi ng advice. Sabi niya, I've had a business since 2017 but it keeps failing. I'm really strong in marketing and social media but I struggle with business management. I want to focus on my strengths and really maximize them. What do you think is the better move? Maghanap ka ng first mo. Should I work on turning those weaknesses into strengths or should I look, diba? Yun na nga, should I look for a partner who's really good at business management? Well, it's hard to turn your weaknesses into strengths. Sa totoo lang, no? Kasi lahat tayo hindi naman ginawa na perfect ni Lord, di ba? So, kung yung weakness mo ay magiging strength mo, di ano ka na, Superman ka na, no? Lahat na lang meron ka. Talagang lahat tayo may weakness. It's really best to look for efforts just like si Rick, no? But then, yun yung sinasabi ko sa mga anak ko kasi, sabi, alamin ninyo yung mga strength ninyo at kung saan kayo weak, yung partner ninyo, definitely, no, opposites attract. So, most likely your partner will be strong where you are weak at. And the important thing for you is to respect them. Respetuhin ninyo na meron din silang strength. Hindi lang kayo parati ang magaling. Yun. No? So, I would warn you though, Thone, na pag if you just get a business partner, medyo delikado yan. I have many videos about partnering. I hope you can search online. Marami tayong videos sa YouTube about how to find the best partner. So, hindi lang yun ang kailangan yung kailangan good sa business management. Hindi lang yun ang prerequisite. Marami pang iba. And the most important thing is, align ba ang mga values ninyo? No, kahit na may pera kayong pareho, pero align ba yung mga values nyo? Kasi kung nagkamali kayo ng decision, magkaiba kayo ng decision, what will happen? That has to be agreed on. Yan, no? Pag-uusapan. So, bago itong advice na to, meron tayong from Property Villa, what is your greatest struggle as a couple and involving in the business? Syempre, hindi naman kayo perfect, no? Ferch at saka Rick. Ano yung struggle ninyo as a couple? Would you want to share this?
If business po, meron. Pero as a couple naman po, we don't really fight. Like, we don't fight po. We don't really fight. It's like, we just cat fight. Parang ganun lang. Pero joke lang po talaga. Parang ganun. But not really the big fights. But regarding the business, the biggest struggle we're having is, siguro, makaka-relate talaga lahat ng nag-handle. It's the people po. It's the hiring. It's really hard to handle staff po. So, especially when you're growing, it gets harder po talaga. Kasi before, when we started, it was like, ay, okay lang yan. Parang palagi lang namin pinapalapas yung mga mistakes, ganon. But when you become bigger na po, it's really hard to really handle people. Kasi you're gonna meet a lot of personalities, ganon.
And actually, right now, kaya hindi kami nag-aaway. Kasi as Mommy Ann told us na hire someone, parang delegate the task.
Yes.
So we hired a manager and siya na yung nag-handle ng mga staff mostly. Kami na yung parang last say, but siya yung nag-handle. So yung stress level namin is super low na siya. So wala na masyadong conflict sa amin talaga. But before, based on sa mga decisions lang, small decisions, especially ako kasi lagi akong ora-orada.
Yeah,
kahit minsan hindi ako nagsisik ng ni Fertz. Basta implement lang. So,
kasi grabe po siya. His brain is bursting with a lot of ideas and he really wants to implement right away. And then, gagawin niya talaga lahat para lang i-implement talaga niya. Hindi yan papayag kung hindi niya na-try. Kasi ang mindset niya, at least we tried. Ganyan po talaga. So ako po yung pit stop sa kanya. Ako po yung, hey, ikaw gusto mo namang gawin to. Ang dami mo nang gustong gawin. Ano ba talaga? Parang ganun po. Yun po yung, meron po kaming assessment day or like sa week po namin, meron kaming assessment. As a couple po yan meron kaming assessment. Oh, what have you done for the week that is ganon? Parang weekly check-in lang po ba? And then as a couple, what have we done together that grows the business? Ganon po. And yun po, hindi talaga kami nag-aaway. The struggles lang talaga, hindi yan mawawala. And then we just really handle it professionally when it comes to business po.
Yeah. So the first thing that Rick said kanina was communication. And ngayon, in-affirm mo rin first, no, that it's really communicating, no? Hindi pwedeng hindi pinag-uusapan. And that is, I guess, what has been working for you. O sana naman, no, Property Villa na sagot yung tanong mo, yung greatest struggle nila as a couple. Tao, no? So make sure that you hire correctly yung mga naituro ko sa inyo. Huwag niyong kalimutan yung role clarity worksheet and all. So I would be giving you also, sa inyo lang, I'll give you copies of the recordings para at least ma-refresh ninyo yung mga pinag-usapan natin para may implement ninyo sa inyong business. Yan. So, andito na ako sa aking final question. No? Finally, what's your best advice for couplepreneurs who want to work together without fighting every day? Nasabi nyo na naman pero you might have other advices pa.
Yes po. So, to all the couplepreneurs out there, what we really learned from running Bazinga as a business na kaming dalawa talaga, you really have to divide the task based on your strengths and weaknesses. So, dun po, yun pong sinabi ni Mami N na opposites attract, I think it really worked for us kasi the strength of the other, the weakness of the other is the strength of the other. So, yun po, when combined, it makes the strong bond. Ganun po. So, you really have to set aside your ego, your pride, and work together as a team, lift each other up, and then, you will definitely succeed. So, there's really a lot of struggles along the way, but wag talaga kayong magpatinag sa ganong, it's normal sa ano.
And to add lang, if you want if you're starting a business, or if you want to start a business, for me lang, start small. Huwag mo ubusin yung savings mo kasi business is not easy. It's really not easy. It's parang, maganda lang pakinggan, but it's totally,
different story when you start.
Mahirap talaga siya, but with the help of like a mentor like Mami N, the things get easier. But of course, at first, parang test the waters talaga, and then do your research, do your costing, do your target market. Wag yung para sa akin before na
kahit
sino, masarap, sige, labas natin. Yun yung failure ko before talaga. So, do your research and then start small.
Start small. Yan ang napaka-valuable na advice ni Rick, no? Test the water first. So, palaki ng palaki sila Rick at saka Fertz, ang kanilang goal is to be franchisors in just a few years. Maybe next year, maybe the following year. Inaayos nila yung kanilang proseso and I'm helping them with that, no? And then, going toward franchising. Kaya mas expect that you will see more Bazinga outlets later on, hindi lang sa Dumaguete. Yan.
Mami, I just wanted to add lang pala.
Sige.
So I just wanted to share. Kasi just recently, we asked advice for Mami N about franchising. So Rick and I were very excited kasi yun, may nag-offer, ganon, and we were really about to sign the contract when we messaged Mami N. Sabi namin, Mami N, we're about to sign the contract for franchising. We're very excited, ganon. And then, Mami N said, why are you in a hurry? You are not ready. So parang, grabe, it was a really hard punch in the stomach, but we really had to take that in. Kasi parang, tama, no? So we really had to sit down again, reflect. Why are we really in a hurry? And parang na-realize talaga namin, we're really far from reality talaga. Especially with the systems we have now. Kasi baka you're assuming na parang okay na yung flow namin lahat, pero hindi po. It's very chaotic when it comes to paperwork, when it comes to doing things the right way. Parang you really have to have the right system before you would really go out and really grow for franchising.
But right now, we are doing things the right way.
Slowly.
So slowly. Right now, yung problem namin is really minimal na as compared to when we
before we met Mami N. So yun po, Mami N really did wonders, especially with the business. It's really not very heavy right now. It's more light and we know where to go, we know what to do. Ganun po. So thank you so much, Mami N.
Thank you as well, no? Sila yung one of the masipag mag-implement. No, pag sinabi kong ganyan, after a few days, meron na silang result. Meron na silang kung ano-ano na pinapadala sa akin. And they are my dream clients yan, sila. No? Kahit na malayo sila, ang sarap-sarap nila. That's why when we went to Dumaguete, I really made it a point to visit them. Napaka-exciting, no? So, when I see that you are not ready, No, just for those people who are watching, no. When I say that you are not ready, it means na kung gusto ninyong maging franchisor, kailangan pag yung tindahan ninyo kayang tumakbo na kahit na wala kayo. Tapos kaya ninyong magbukas ng another store at tatakbo rin kahit na wala kayo. Pero kung dependent pa rin sa inyo, sa inyong eyes and ears, then hindi pa talaga kayo ready. Kasi paglingon ninyo, maraming mangyayari na hindi tama. Yeah, all of the things there have to be systematized. Systematize at sure kayo na yung mga tao din ay capable. So the most important thing really to systematize is the training and the development of your people. Kasi kung bara-bara lang, basta tinapon mo lang sa isang kanto, o sige, tumingin ka dyan, manood ka dyan. Tapos dapat alam mo na, marunong ka nang magluto. Hindi po. After a few branches, you will find out, iba-iba na yung luto nila kahit na same recipe. So, the consistency is very important. Kahit na yung time, yung cooking temperature, all of those have to be fixed so that, kasi pag meron na tayong mga franchisees, no? Kahit na isang franchisee lang ang magkamali, they will say, no, nagkaroon ng poisoning, halimbawa, food poisoning. They will say it's Bazinga. They will not say that it is that franchisee. Dala yung pangalan ninyo. Kaya that has to be very important, no? Yung standardization. So, as it is now, yung tatlong tindahan nila, yung ng Bazinga, these are all masarap na ang food. Hindi lang talaga pwede pang mag-open ng another one without them being there at this moment. I think the Robinson store is already stand-alone na yun, standardized na lahat. So, mas malaking tindahan ito ngayon Kaya kailangan mas maayos at saka mas maraming food, mas maraming choices. Yon. So, how do we connect with you, Rick and Fertz?
Ano po?
Just message our page.
Yes.
Bazinga Dumaguete.
Yes.
Bazinga Dumaguete sa Facebook page. Yan. Bakit Duma lang? Duma, okay na.
Bazinga talaga siya, but yung page is Bazinga Dumaguete. As we plan on if mag-branch out kami in other places, may Bazinga, let's say Bacolod, Bazinga Cebu, ganun. So,
or hindi po siya ma-mix up in places and then the ads will be targeted in the right places rin po.
Yan. So, make sure na tikman ninyo yung kanilang double burger and fries. Yun ang favorite namin. At saka yung super laki na burritos na hindi maubos-ubos. Yan. Of course, yung tiramisu ni Fertz, no? Promise, you will regret it if you don't try it. Yan. Okay. Andyan na ba si Percy?
Si Percy, kunin ka po, mami.
Halika, Percy. Sama ka. Ayan, si Percy. Hello!
Say hi, Mami.
Baby pa yan dati. Ngayon, malaking baby na. Ano daw picture ang nakadisplay sa Bazinga FB ninyo?
Yun po yung logo namin with a yellow background po.
Yan, logo daw with a yellow background. Okay. So, again, Percy, since nandyan ka na, magpapasalamat na ako sa mami at daddy mo. So, maraming salamat ulit, Rick and Fertz. It's been a big honor to have you here. May humabol, sabi ni Zeppelin, Rica Frente. Ano yung pinaka-struggle nyo sa pag-handle ng tao?
Attitude, late, attendance, and talaga, especially si Mami Ann yung nagturo sa amin about hiring. If the resume is too good to be true, then it's really too good to be true.
Yes po. We had to learn that
The hard way
kasi hindi kami nag-listen sa ni Mami Ann Parang tinry namin yung sinabi ni Mami Ann. Sige daw, ato daw i-try basin okay. Ay, sige nga, i-try nga natin. Baka okay lang talaga yung performance nila. Pero we were really slapped with the hard truth na yun po talaga. If the resume is too good to be true, then it's, there's something. So yun po.
Yeah. No, sometimes we are hiring kasi halimbawa, ay, manager ito ng ganitong malaking company, alika i-hire natin. Because tayo mismo, we feel insecure na hindi tayo kasing galing nung manager nung malaking tindahan. But not all big brands have very good managers. Yung iba hindi. Kaya nga sila wala kasi kung magaling sila, hindi sila pakakawalan ng big brands. So, kung nag-a-apply sila sa inyo at sabi galing sila doon, ang dami ko ng clients na ganun, na sabi operations manager daw sila ng ganon. Tapos pumapayag sa mababang sweldo. Sabi ko, imposible yan. Putulin mo yung leeg ko, sabi ko. And true enough, no? Fake news lang yung kanilang mga nilalagay sa resume. Okay, so thank you very much, no? Okay, so until then, until next Tuesday, keep shining and keep being business-minded Pinoy. Bye-bye, Percy! Ala!